Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmine and today we're going to be comparing the Apple Watch and the Fitbit. So I have always had a Fitbit. This is the Fitbit Versa and I love Fitbit, and I just upgraded from like the first one, which was like the thin one, to this one. Kept upgrading every time a new one came out. But then for Christmas I got the Apple Watch. Now, I've always wanted an Apple Watch, but just because it's an Apple Watch and it will go with all my other Apple products. But I didn't get one, or I didn't really think about getting one because I have a Fitbit and the Fitbit is really good. But now that I have both, I'm going to compare them. I'm going to compare them fitness wise, obviously, because you know that Apple Watch is going to be so much better than the Fitbit because it has loads of other stuff that you can do compared to the Fitbit. But I want to compare them fitness wise to see which is better in terms of counting calories, your heartbeat, the types of exercises you can track. First of all, I'm going to talk about comfort. Now, personally, I think that the Apple Watch is much better, as in I can't feel it on my wrist. So with the Fitbit, I always used to take it off at night time because I sleep all types of ways, but I like putting my hands on the pillow, I like stretching my hands out, and I just felt it on my wrist and I didn't like sleeping with it, so I always kept it off. But with the Apple Watch, I've noticed that I can actually keep it on, so I can actually track my sleep and stuff with it, which I couldn't do with the Fitbit. The design as well, I always thought that this Fitbit looked like the Apple Watch anyway, but now that I have the Apple Watch, I prefer how the Apple Watch looks. Maybe because, I don't know why really. I don't know if you can see properly, but they're very similar. I guess the Fitbit has 3 buttons on the side. The Apple Watch has this one button which you can press and you can twirl around as well, which makes it good. This thing, you can see they have a password on the Apple Watch, I guess because it's like your phone, so I just put a password on it. But it's really, the detection is really good, because as soon as you put it on, it asks for your password and then you put it in, but as soon as you take it off, it locks. And obviously on both of them you can get different straps and everything. This is the one that came with it. My mom got it for me, so it's blue because blue is my favourite colour. But yeah, I really like it. The Apple Watch has a lot more exercise modes that you can track. For example, it has boxing, it has dance, it has cool down, just a lot more than the Fitbit. But to be honest, with the Fitbit, I always put it on workout mode anyway. So no matter what I was doing, if I was doing strength training, a walk or anything, I just clicked workout. So that's not really a benefit for me on the Apple Watch, but might be for someone else, but not really for me. A cool thing on the Apple Watch is, because it's like your iPhone, you can have loads of apps on it. So you can actually download the Nike app, which is the app that I use when I'm running or if I'm going for a walk, and you can actually start the app on your watch instead of doing it on your phone. I think that the Fitbit is easier to get onto the fitness tracking because I can literally click the side and then choose my workout. Whereas on the Apple Watch, I have to click the side to go to the app, scroll all the way down because there's so many more apps than the Fitbit on the Apple Watch, and click on the workout and then start it. Also, when you click onto the workout on your Apple Watch, it gives you a 3-second countdown and then it starts straight away. But on the Fitbit, when you click on it, you can actually press when to start. I know that's a little thing, but I think you'll find it annoying when you're actually doing it, because when I'm explaining it now, it doesn't actually sound like a big annoyance. But that is something that I prefer on the Fitbit than the Apple Watch. Oh, one annoying thing about the Apple Watch is you have to charge it every single day. With the Fitbit, you can, I think it lasts for maybe 3 days and then you can charge it, but the Apple Watch, Like, I can understand why, because you have way more notification, you're on it way more than the Fitbit, so I can see why the battery runs out. However, it does charge quickly, so I haven't actually timed it, but it charges maybe 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes, so you can take it off, charge it, do something, and then come back to it and put it on. So right now I have this simple clock face, and it shows you the time, the date, your heart rate, and your steps and kilometers, which I really like. It is more information than I have on the Fitbit, which is just the, what do I have on here? I have the date, the time, and the steps. Don't watch the steps because obviously I haven't been wearing the Fitbit. I like both. Obviously you can change the clock faces on both the Fitbit and the Apple Watch, so it's just your preference what you'd like to have on your clock face. Oh, the Apple Watch has this ring system, which is, oh, where is it? I took it off because I don't like it. But if you go onto your activity, so it has, oh my gosh, it keeps locking because I don't have it on my wrist. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, so it has this ring system, and the goal is to close all the rings, so make sure that it's all the way into a circle for each one. But I don't like that because I keep forgetting what each colour means. You can scroll up and it will tell you which each colour is, but that's just annoying because I just want it simple. Like, I look at my watch and I can see steps, activity, so...
To get to the home screen, just press the digital...
It has Siri on it as well, which I keep activating by accident. So I did a few different types of exercises with both the Fitbit and Apple Watch on, just to compare the steps, the calories, and heart rate, just to see if they were similar or if there was a big difference between them. And in conclusion, I found that they were quite similar, so I'm really happy with that, because it means that I can carry on as normal and I know that I'm burning a certain amount, or the steps are as accurate as they have been with the Fitbit. The first type of exercise that I did was a 20-minute walk, and I found that it was quite similar. I can show you the stats on the screen from both the Fitbit and the Apple Watch. It was just a stroll to the dentist because I had the worst toothache ever. I made sure that I wore the Fitbit and the Apple Watch on the same arm, because you know when you set it up they ask you if you're wearing it on your dominant or your non-dominant hand. So I made sure to wear them on the same hand, which is my left hand because I'm right-handed, and to test the difference with them on the same hand so there wouldn't be any differences. I started them at the same time, stopped them at the same time, obviously like maybe half a second between each because I have to go. Which reminds me, on the Apple Watch you can't stop it straight away, you have to slide across then stop it, but I prefer the other way on the Fitbit obviously because it's when I turn my wrist you can just press pause or finish. Then yeah, you could just press pause, but then on the Apple Watch you have to swipe across, press pause. That's not a big problem normally, but it was just a problem when I was trying to compare them quickly, like trying to get the exact time for both of them. So next I did about 50 minutes of boxing on the Nintendo Switch, and that is actually so fun. I'm gonna do a video on the Nintendo Switch boxing because I really like that. I do it almost every day because it's exercise and it's fun. Well, I find it fun anyway, but yeah, watch out for that. So I did 50 minutes boxing, and I'll put the stats on the screen again because I can't remember them off the top of my head. And then I did about 45 minutes of like a weights workout. Not all weights actually, I think only 2 exercises were weights, but it was like a home workout type thing. So as you can see, from what I can remember, they were all quite similar, so I'm really happy with that. I'm also going to show you a screen recording of both the fitness apps that go with the Fitbit and the Apple Watch. At the moment, I think I prefer the Fitbit, and I'm saying at the moment because it might be that I'm just used to the Fitbit app. I haven't got really used to the Apple Watch app yet. So at the moment, obviously I prefer the Fitbit one, but not saying that the Apple Watch one is bad, it's just different. So in conclusion, the pros of the Fitbit is that it's cheaper, it's easier to use because it's just focused on fitness. I prefer the app that goes on the phone, and it has a longer battery life. The Fitbit cons are that I found it quite uncomfortable to sleep with on, and it has fewer workout modes. So that's all I can think of. Apple pros, it has more apps such as the Nike app, which you can start a run or walk from your watch rather than going onto your phone and starting it, then putting your phone away, then starting your run, which I find a lot easier. It's more comfortable on the wrist. It has more workout modes than the Fitbit. The Apple Watch cons are, the main one I think is it has a short battery life. I have to charge it every day. However, I did try to put it on sleep mode and I think it lasted a little bit longer, but that's if you remember to put it on sleep mode every time you go to sleep. So yeah. And also it's not as easy to use as the Fitbit because there are a lot more apps to scroll through until you get to the workout app, because on my watch it's set into alphabetical order and obviously workout starts with W, so it's all the way at the bottom. So yeah, I have to scroll down to the workout app in order to get it. Although I'm sure there is a shortcut. There must be a shortcut. I'm gonna YouTube that. So maybe you can cross that con off. Since I'm still new to the Apple Watch gang, I might not know about that shortcut. But yeah. All in all, I love both of them. Fitbit served me for many years and Fitbit's great. Apple Watch, it's Apple, so I'm an Apple sucker. So I just like anything Apple. But it is actually really good. I do like it. So I'm actually not going to use this Fitbit anymore. I'm going to give it to someone else and I will embrace my Apple Watch. So that is all I can think of at the moment. If there's any more comparisons or any more pros and cons that you can think of between the Apple Watch and the Fitbit, please comment down below because I'm still learning about the Apple Watch, so I would like to know any new tips and tricks that you may have found on the Apple Watch. So that will be very useful to me and anyone else that might scroll across my page. Please could you like and subscribe if you want to, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!